alerting. Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
Welcome back. It is 5:16 in summer, and the heat has really made itself known over the weekend.
Yeah, I got in the pool not once but twice this weekend due to the heat. Let's get the latest from Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Adam, how we feeling?
Well, definitely hot. You know, those temperatures, Alex and Carter, really starting to build up. It felt like summer yesterday. Hit a high of 95 degrees, certainly the hottest day of the year so far. And today we could be right back there. We are staying hot in the forecast, and there's not going to be a whole lot of those cooling showers around today and through the rest of the week. In fact, by midweek, it actually kind of looks like we kind of dry out a bit and we lose some of those rain chances. Now, later on in the week, we're going to be watching the Gulf of Mexico because there's a couple things we're going to be watching for as an area of low pressure looks to move northward. We're going to talk more about that coming up in a bit. But I-10 at Ambassador right now, we're getting the first rays of that glow from the sun as it's about to make its approach towards the horizon. We are seeing some clouds in the sky, though. It is a very muggy start to your day. 73 degrees out there. Clear skies being reported, but obviously you can see for yourself that's not the case. There are some clouds. Dew point of 71 and no air movement. It is just a stagnant looking forecast here. By 6 a.m., we're not tracking anything but clouds. We go forward in time to around 7 o'clock. Still not seeing a whole lot out there. And as we get later on to the morning time, just some cloud cover out there. Not going to be looking at a whole lot forming up. By 11 o'clock, though, an isolated storm is possible. But you can see that there's not going to be much to track on radar into at least the early part of the afternoon. Those temperatures jumping from 83 degrees by 9 o'clock to midday in the lower 90s. By the afternoon, we'll be in the mid-90s, some of us even on the upper 90s there. A few storms will be around, but again, rain chances pretty low as that high pressure really just builds overhead. Tonight, mid-70s showing up for those temperatures, and we look ahead through the day tomorrow, mid-90s. Once again, a few pop-up storms. That'll be about it. That heat continuing in your forecast. But as mentioned, the later in the week we go, the more we're going to be keeping a very close eye on the Gulf of Mexico. Now, right now, things are pretty quiet, at least in the northern half of the Gulf, but your eye is immediately drawn down to the south in the Bay of Campeche. A little bit of a spin here, a lot of showers and thunderstorms. The Hurricane Center monitoring this and giving it a 50-50 shot of developing into a tropical system as we get later on in the week. This is in the next 5 days. Now, this threat could increase the later in the week we go, but regardless of whether or not this develops, that's not the story on this. We go out to Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you look at this. If anything does develop, it's going to be pretty weak. You can see that there's a little bit of a spin here, but you divide this spin up in half. The western side, nothing. The eastern side, some very heavy rain. And the later in the day Friday we go, that trend continues with a lot of that heavy rain still building on the eastern side of this as the moisture surge approaches the Louisiana coastline. So with that being said, as we look at the next 7 days, we have those hit and miss storms again drying out low to mid 90s each day. But towards the weekend, if we can get on that western side of this low, whether or not it develops or not, better news for us because it'll be a drier system. Farther west the actual low goes, the more rain we'll see here in the forecast.
Okay, well, we'll all hope to be on the positive side of that storm. Adam, thank you. We will continue to check in with you throughout the morning.
Well, still to come in our next half hour.